Ooh, back at it again with the wholesome content, and I hope that what you're about to see is gonna better your week, or at least better your day, because it's been a rough couple of weeks, right? But hey, I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you at the end of the video. Yo, remember, King, you are valued. If you're looking for a sign, this is it. I am almost certain that this guy is responsible for boosting a lot of people's self-esteems that day. That's pretty cool. It's unfortunate that a lot of people don't know their own value, that they really think that they're inadequate or insignificant, and most of the time people who feel that way have been told that they were insignificant or just not valued. And that's unfortunate. You need to start looking inward and stop trying to seek validation from others, because other people will always try to tear you down. My grandma has been texting me wanting to learn more about Overwatch so she can cheer me on when I play, man. Okay, so they're randomly decided. Does it mess with your play? Not really, it just changes who I play. Do they have different powers? Yes. I'm trying to learn. Thank you. It means a lot. It's always nice when someone tries to learn about what you're interested in. Regardless of who they are, they could be a family member, they could be just another friend, but when they take the time out of the day to really understand your hobby and understand what you like, it almost makes what you're doing even better. It almost adds to the fun. So my mom bought a lamb for 20 pounds so it doesn't get killed tomorrow, and is planning to keep her in the garden with the dogs? Honestly, I wish I could say I'm surprised, but this is very her. I'm in bed. You okay? FaceTime me, please. I came into the bar to meet Carlos after work and just bought a baby lamb that's going to get killed tomorrow. Only 8 days old. Look at her face. She was so thrown off. Oh wow, my mom really pulled up here with a lamb. My sister has been in this world for 18 years, and today this is the first time she's ever been offered a menu at a restaurant. You know what? I'm kind of surprised that Braille isn't under restaurant menu descriptions. You would think it would be really easy to put raised bumps right under the description so that people could read, but at the same time, if you have a giant paragraph, I guess you're gonna need enough space for a paragraph worth of bumps. So I guess that's probably why they're not on menus, but that's kind of cool. It also is kind of eerie to look at it, cause it's just a blank page. There's a soft wee cactus in my hall, and whenever I touch it on passing, I say ouch and pretend it hurt to encourage its confidence. That is so adorable. It's so my heart. I bet that cactus appreciates all of your lies, to be honest. That is so nice. I only had $13 in my account, but I wanted to help, so I donated. DM me your PayPal. You'll have $13 back in your account. You know what? I appreciate that, but it's okay. I never donate something with the expectation for it to be repaid to me. If you want, donate it to the cause. Bro, what planet is this guy from? Man, to be honest, I wouldn't even see myself doing something like that. If I was really that broke, donating that money would be the last thing on my list. I would probably think of multiple different ways to spend that cash, but this guy, he different, but it's a good different. I mean, he didn't even want the money repaid back. He could have just stopped there, but he even recommended donating an additional $13 to the same cause. That is, you just don't see it. You don't see it all the time. My granddad fell this morning while mowing the lawn and broke his hip. The EMTs that took him to the hospital came back and finished the job for him. Wow. Wow, that's crazy because you didn't have to do that. That's the funny thing about this entire series. It's full of people doing stuff that they didn't have to do, going out of their way just to better somebody else's life, and that is awesome. The guy gets to come back to a clean lawn. That's nuts. He's gonna remember that forever, bro. So I got a welfare check call for a 92-year-old woman who sometimes walks up and down the road and doesn't know where she is. Sometimes she forgets her doors open, so she thinks she's locked out. Neighbors call and said she forgets a lot of things, and her hands are ice cold to the touch, so they let her warm up in their home. We go by and check. She has 2 sons who just forget about her. No food in the fridge, only milk and old lemonade. Only eating a bag of Cheerios. Place hasn't been cleaned recently. All she wanted to know is why her sons don't bring her food or check on her. She said she just needs a couple of sandwiches or something, at least to not be hungry. Without her knowing, we left and got her some groceries for her home. Big rotisserie chicken, some sandwich items that will last her a week, 2 chunky soups, bunch of chips, meat, some waters. Knocked on her door and she was all smiles and in disbelief. Someone actually cared enough to even help. Not always running and gunning, catching bad guys. Sometimes just showing someone that they aren't alone can change their lives. Like I said from day one, changing lives, one smile at a time. Okay, so the story is that this guy went out of his way to buy 75 McDoubles just out of the blue for a bunch of homeless kids that happened to live around his neighborhood. He wanted people to spread his Facebook post so that other people can come and pick up the McDoubles, because I think he left them at the place. And it's just awesome. Look at this receipt, man. There's just nothing but Full bellies and hope. Like, you just really made somebody's day. And yeah, it's a McDouble. It's not like a filling meal, but it's a meal. So at least somebody's not gonna be hungry. This 95-year-old Japanese woman regularly enjoyed playing Tetris on her Game Boy. It eventually broke down, but no shop could repair it. Her grandson wrote a letter to Nintendo explaining the situation. They sent back a brand new one and told her to please live a long life. You love to see it. You love to see it. Nintendo's done stuff like this in the past, and it's just, that's why I'm so loyal. Also, if you guys want me to play the new Animal Crossing on this channel, let me know in the comments down below. I've been thinking about it. A lot of people say it's a fun game, but we've tried gaming in the past, and not a lot of you guys have been interested. So if you guys seriously want it, let me know in the comments down below. So, yeah, just go ahead and tell me. This single dad adopted a teen abandoned at a hospital, and I knew I had to take him. Peter Mutabazi felt connected to his now son Tony the moment he learned of his story. They had more in common than they initially thought. Abandoned at a hospital, but hey, this kind soul picked you up, bro. I hope you're happy, man. I know that he has a family now, and that's amazing. That's great. Families don't have to match. Wow, that's a cute shirt, bro. Like, dang, just the wholesomeness in this photo alone, bro, is just, oh, I can feel it. I can feel it in my room. I just feel the pink and the teddy bears. When we first arrived here at the campground in Florida, a very generous man gave us a large tank of propane because he didn't want to haul it back north through Georgia with him. We've been using this propane tank for 4 months now, and it feels like we've barely touched it. As we leave here today, I'm now realizing what a gift that kind man gave us. He gifted us heat, hot water, and a stove for a year or more. It was a kind gesture from a stranger in passing, but it was a true blessing. Thanks, Georgia man. Much love to you. Hope your kindness makes it way back to you tenfold. The enemy to Florida man. The kind and generous Georgia man. That's awesome, though. Imagine that. That's expensive, too. A giant tank of propane isn't cheap, and the guy just gave it to him. That's awesome. That's cool. The fact that they have heat and hot water, I didn't even think of that. That really the dude gave a little bit more than just the gas. My Airbnb is available for free, for one night if anyone needs a place to stay. I'm booked Wednesday night, but I'm very willing to let someone crash here tonight. I can host 8 people, maybe more. Pets are welcome. Must be a displaced person from the tornado, just to make sure people in need can utilize this. DM me for details. Love Circle Airbnb. Man, when that natural disaster hit Nashville, it was awesome seeing how quickly the internet and the rest of the nation really opened their arms and tried to help these people. It just goes to show that the internet isn't an ugly place. It's kind of a really cool place. Just the ugly people are the loudest. Just wanted to share a request. At Marvel, at DC Comics, #superheroes. My 12-year-old nephew is a huge fan. He just had an emergency brain surgery on Thursday, and I know he'd be ecstatic if a hero could just send a get well. I just want to do something for him. #help. And the one and only Michael Janin came in clutch and made this a get well soon card for this kid. And look at it, oh my god. Hey buddy, I heard you had some surgery. Been there too, but no worries. We heroes are tough. And then he signed it, bro. Like, oh, this is nice. Like I said before, the internet isn't an ugly place. Just the ugly people are the loudest. And you forget that stuff like this happens every day. I really hope your nephew gets better, man. Like, that's an insane surgery. It's something difficult to go through, and he's so young. But I hope he gets through it. Oh, here we go, a double whammy. The same post, and guess what? Ryan Reynolds, man. Ryan Reynolds came in clutch. Now, unfortunately, OP didn't share the image that Ryan Reynolds sent to the child, but it was something similar to what Michael Janin sent. It was a really personal, like, get well soon card. It's just, it's awesome. It's awesome when stuff like this happens, man. This kid's gonna be so ecstatic.
Okay. Hi! We found your phone. It was sitting on this trail. We're on, like, far out somewhere. You're welcome. I'm kidding. We're gonna go put it. Where should we put this?
We're gonna bring it down to the chair, and then we'll give it to the lifty.
Why don't we just bring it up to, like, isn't there like an office or something here that we can give it to? Like, when she loses her phone, she's gonna go to the Lost and Found.
Well, no, they'll probably go to the lifties and see, because you know, like sometimes when they're missing a phone and they write it on the board and they're like, iPhone
No.
10
I think we
found.
should put it in the Lost and Found. Okay.
Or we can bring it to we can bring it to like in the village. There's like ski services or something.
Okay, we'll bring it to ski services, okay? Bye!
Not only is this paying it forward, literally and obviously, but it's meant for kids in the children's hospital to get themselves a snack. So literally, it's just a dude, he's chilling, he was putting money on top of snack machines and hoping that kids, could get themselves a soda or some Snickers bars or something like that, and that's really cool. And also pretty difficult, because he went out of his way to go to every single snack machine in the entire hospital. There had to be at least 20 machines that he had to put like $2.50 on, but hey, you know what? You have to see it all the way through. Okay, here goes. For a few months, I was a substitute teacher, and one of the places I subbed was an elementary school. At this school, there was a kid, let's name him George, who was in the special ed program. I believe he had Down syndrome, but I'm not a doctor. George spends some of his time in regular class and some of the time in special ed. Though he's not really capable of learning anything, they can teach him in the regular classroom. He's sweet, but he really can't put more than 3 words together at a time. He's absolutely not normal. Everywhere he goes in the school, other kids say hi to him. There are several in the class that have decided that they're his pals and they help him do stuff like put on his jacket or tie his shoes or whatever. His favorite movie is Aladdin, so they all chipped in and bought him a plush genie. On the playground, he's always got 2 or 3 kids running after him, making up games so they can play together. Last time I was there, he wanted to play pretend that Godzilla was at the school, so they spent their recess running from Godzilla. Nobody is making these kids take care of the disabled kid, or anything like that. They've taken it upon themselves to look after him, for no reason other than they're sweet kids. They watch out for him in class, they eat lunch with him, they play with him at recess, and they're all just too sweet for words. Teachers donate 100 sick days to colleague with cancer. I had a triple bypass surgery in 1999. I didn't have enough time either to recover the days I needed before my short-term disability kicked in. My coworkers gave up some of their days to cover it for me. I'll never forget their gifts and how much it meant to me. Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. It really goes to show who you're working with and like what type of impression you have on other people, that they're willing to sacrifice their sick days and their vacation days for you. The guys in both stories must be really upstanding people. Dear at Delta, today when we landed in Northwest Arkansas, the bags were slow to get loaded into the jetway. The pilot came out and started unloading them himself. A lot of leaders forget that they can carry a bag too. It was a great example of teamwork. Thanks for the awesome service. You know, it's kind of unfortunate that some of us get shocked when we experience good service when it comes to just being on specific airlines. It's great that this guy, experienced this. This is awesome service. It's awesome to see that, your pilot is willing to expedite and make sure that everybody gets their stuff quickly. But that's not typical, and that's unfortunate, because, flying used to be a luxury thing, and now it's seen as, well, let's hope that you get a good flight, But hey, I'm happy for you, my man. That sounds really cool that you got your stuff quickly and the pilot was willing to help.
For real, like, I'm not even playing with you. I don't even like kids.
I'm so ugly. What?
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. You are so pretty. Shut up. Go in the room. When you look at yourself, you supposed to say, I'm so pretty. You are so pretty. Do you hear me? You got the prettiest little dimples. You are too cute. No, you gonna make me cry. You're not ugly. Oh my God, Ariana, you're not ugly. Baby girl. You are so pretty. You are like, you have this beautiful chocolate skin. Like, you are just so gorgeous. You got these dimples. Remember what I told you? How many people got 2 dimples? Nobody. You got 2. Let me see you smile. Let me see. You got 2 dimples. I don't even have 2 dimples. Girl, let me see your teeth. Look at them pretty white teeth. No, you're not going to cry. You are a beautiful little girl, and you are pretty. You are the prettiest girl in your class. Boom. Tell them straight up. When you go to school tomorrow, you got your hair done. You're going to be like, oh, look at my hair. Oh, look at my shoes. Look at my clothes, baby girl. You are beautiful. Black is beautiful. And if don't nobody ever tell you, I will tell you, you are gorgeous. You are so pretty.
A 16-year-old with autism got all of his Xbox games stolen, so his local sheriff's office pitched in to buy him some new games. Because that's what heroes do. That's awesome. They didn't have to do that, but they literally got him a Black Flag from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Which, I actually like that game. It's a really good game. If you ever didn't have the chance to play it, play it. It's just, look at him, man. He's happy, bro. He got all of his games. This man's vibing. Now he's gonna have all of the time in the world to play it. They even got him a Battlefront signed poster, my man. That is, these guys really love you, bro. And that's awesome. There's a lot of love in this picture. For those who are interested, Arnold Schwarzenegger is quite active on Reddit, especially around fitness, and this is endlessly encouraging. You know, you could just say his username, bro. Say it 3 times to summon our king. Works every time. I hope you're all having a great day. Can you imagine how fun it is for me to get these notifications every other week with some memory from decades ago? I'm not the type of person who looks back too much, so these posts are heaven. Thank you all. Hey, we all need encouragement. You know, losing weight isn't easy, and I totally understand when people just want someone to reach out, and it's great that this guy's doing it. And no better person, the man was a bodybuilder. Who else do you want to have, you know, encouragement and advice from?
Put your hand in mine, and it's alright. You know that I want to be with you all the time. You know that I won't stop until I make you mine.
I had a back surgery in 08. I didn't see hide nor hair of any of my IRL friends. But an older lady I met on Sims 2 message board sent me flowers, called me every day, and bought me a subscription to an online game site so I have something to do while I recovered. She was in Seattle and I'm in Ohio. Eventually she moved to Florida and we drove down so I could meet her. We remained friends until she passed a couple years ago. I miss her so much.
It's okay, little guy. Seagulls won't eat you anymore.
Great Citizen Award. From time to time, a good story comes across our desk. Here's a recent example. Raj Singh owns a Roseville cab. He was recently called to pick up a 92-year-old woman from her home in Sun City. He picked her up and started to drive her to the bank. While en route, he started talking with the woman, who informed Raj that she owed the IRS $25,000 and she was headed to the bank to get the money and send it off to settle her debt. This sounded very suspicious to Raj, so he suggested to the woman that this may be a scam. She didn't believe him. Raj pleaded with the woman to reconsider, so they agreed to stop by the Roseville police station to ask an officer. While the woman waited in the cab, Raj came into the station and requested to speak with an officer. He waited for a while, but he was finally able to speak with an officer, who then spoke with the woman waiting in the cab. Sure enough, it was a scam. After speaking with the officer, the woman believed she was being scammed and decided not to pay the scammers. Raj took the woman back home. We love this story, because several times throughout, Raj could have just taken the customer to her stop and not worried about her well-being. He took time out of his day and had the great forethought to bring the almost victim to the police station for an official response. His quick thinking saved a senior citizen $25,000, and for that, we greatly appreciate his efforts. In partnership with Roseville Crime Stoppers, we're able to provide Raj with a $50 gift card to say thank you. Another shout out goes to police records clerk Megan Herron for bringing this incident to our attention. Great work all around. appreciate it when businesses can do this, because not every business can just hand out free product to people who, clean up the community, and that's nice. And what better, incentive? You fill up a bucket full of trash, you get a free coffee. That's not too bad to me. I probably do that. We seriously need more people like this, because if you don't go out of your way to make an incentive for people to clean up, no one will. And it's unfortunate that people need an incentive to clean up their own communities, their own beaches, and stuff that they use on a daily basis. And hey, at the end of the day, the beach is going to be clean. It's the best way to really get it done, and I appreciate it. It's awesome stuff. Quick backstory, this email is from a professor at a college that, was just shut down. And he knows that a lot of students ain't got, the best situation back home, so he sent this email out. Here's what I need from you. Please let me know if you are staying somewhere that doesn't have reliable Wi-Fi, if you don't have access to a computer, if you need anything like food or a place to stay. If all above is good, then no need to email back. Best of luck this semester. I'll do my best to keep your stress levels down. We can do this. My mom is a role model. Her student today couldn't find a babysitter, and being a true African mother that she is, taught a 3-hour class with a baby on her back and fed him. I'm so blessed to be raised by a woman who loves the world as much as her own children. That baby comfortable. Look at him. He's knocked out. My new employee asked to work from home. Then she started telling me the reason. I told her no need to apologize. I don't need to know the details. I don't pay for seat warmers. Come to the office, fine. 9 to 5, fine. Work from home, fine. Work from the garage while you fix your car, fine. I don't need to know you will be late because of a doctor's appointment, or if you're leaving early to attend a personal matter. Everybody works at a different pace. You choose how you get your work done. It's sad how we have infantilized the workplace so much that employees feel the need to apologize for having personal lives. I'm not a clock watcher. I trust you to get your job done, keep clients happy. I'm happy. Future lies and flexible work patterns. Agree? This boss truly knows how to manage employees, or at least making a space that's easy to work in. And that's awesome. That means he's actually going to, get usable work out of his people. But I think that the climate we're in now, right now a whole bunch of businesses are about to learn that it's really easy just to have their employees work from home. Because I'm pretty sure that's a lot of individuals who are working in the tech world dealing with right now. I mean, I'm working from home, and it's just a lot easier, being able to make your own hours and make your own time and kind of pace yourself. I think this environment that we're in is going to encourage a lot of employers to make sure that their employees have the option to work home. I don't know, I might be wrong, but do you guys agree with me? Do you think that working from home is probably the direction that almost all jobs are going to essentially go into? I don't know. Not all jobs, but most jobs. To the wonderful human being who marked my, new toy as a door handle when I accidentally shipped it to work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It really does say door handle, but you know what? The guy could have genuinely thought it was a door handle. He may have not encountered your toy before and probably thought it was a soft door handle. And if he did come in clutch, that man is the superior bro.
Hand sanitizer, vitamin C. Take the hand sanitizer in your hand, rub it around. Don't touch your face, okay? You're welcome. Hand sanitizer, vitamin C. Don't touch your face, okay? You're welcome. Don't reach in. I'll reach out. I'll reach out. Hand sanitizer, vitamin C, okay? You're welcome. Hand sanitizer, vitamin C. I'll reach out. Don't reach in. Wipe your hands with the hand sanitizer, okay? It's enough for multiple uses. Just take a little bit of this and rub it in your hand. Don't reach in. Don't reach in. Keep your hand out. I'll reach out. Don't reach in. I'll reach out. Thank you so much for understanding. I'm doing well. Of course, of course. Yeah. Don't reach in. I'll reach out, baby. I'll reach out. No, I don't. You're welcome. Thank you for saying thank you, Queen. Don't reach in. I'll reach out, okay? Hand sanitizer and vitamin C. Scrub your hands really good. Don't touch your face. I'll reach out, sir. I'll reach out. Hand sanitizer, vitamin C.
With schools closed, the SBCSC buses equipped with free Wi-Fi will be parked throughout the city, neighborhoods for families that don't have access at home. But did you know that SB schools have been doing this throughout the entire year on evenings and weekends? This is another innovative way that SB public schools have been assisting those working families who need it the most. Great job, and thank you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure you hit that bell to get those notifications every time. Seriously, if you enjoyed today's video and it helped restore a little bit of faith in humanity or something like that, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like. Seriously, it helps out the channel when you do that. If you want to help support the channel in any way, there's 2 links in the description. One to my Patreon and one to my merch store, and both funds go directly into the channel to make sure we can maintain what's happening here. Specifically the Patreon, that's where you can get a lot of cool content, a lot of extra stuff. In the merch store, there's a lot of cool stuff there. But speaking of the Patreon, thank you to Rachel, Jonas, Finny, and Hostmar. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And I'm being serious about that merch store stuff, man. There's some cool stuff there. Yeah, if you don't have clothes, if you're like struggling to find clothes that's cool, you can go there and buy some really cool stuff, because you'll be looking fresh. And as always, stay zesty.